The Supreme Court of India will deliver its verdict on Monday on the bail pleas of activist Umar Khalid and student leader Sharjeel Imam in connection with the 2020 Delhi riots case registered under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act or UAPA. Both accused has challenged the Delhi High Court order that refused them bail. A bench comprising Justice Arvind Kumar and Justice N.V. Ancharia will also pronounce its decision on the bail applications of 5 other accused persons in the same case. The court had reserved its judgment after detailed hearing on December 10, 2025. Meanwhile, a support letter written to Umar Khalid by New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani had earlier triggered political and legal controversy. The Indian Army has prepared a detailed roadmap for the year 2026 to strengthen its future combat readiness. The plan is divided into short-term, medium-term and long-term goals. It focuses on modern warfare needs, including the use of artificial intelligence, data-driven systems and advanced digital networks. The Army aims to improve surveillance, communication and decision-making through technology. Emphasis is also being placed on cybersecurity and real-time data sharing on the battlefield. Officials say future wars will be technology-led and this roadmap will help the Army respond faster, smarter and more effectively to emerging security challenges. BJP has faced controversy in West Bengal after a party leader's comment on alleged Bangladeshi inflators and the SIR issue. The remarks trigger anger among the Matwa refugee community, which has significant political influence in the state. Members of the community said the statement hurt their sentiments and raised doubt about their citizenship and identity. After the backlash grew, BJP distanced itself from the leader's comment. The party clarified that the statement was personal and not the official party view. BJP leader said they respect the Matwa community and remain committed to protecting the rights and dignity of refugees living in West Bengal. The Delhi government has declared human rabies a notifiable disease. This means every suspected or confirmed rabies case must be reported to the Health Department. Health Minister Pankaj Kumar Singh said that even one death from rabies is unacceptable. The move aims to ensure early treatment, better tracking and stronger prevention. Hospitals and labs are now required to share details immediately. The order has come into force with immediate effect to help reduce rabies-related deaths. US President Donald Trump has warned Venezuela's interim president Delcy Rodriguez, saying she could face worse consequences than Nicolas Maduro if she does not meet US expectations. Trump made the statement in an interview with The Atlantic. The warning comes after Venezuela's Supreme Court appointed Rodriguez as interim president. The remarks has added to political tension around Venezuela's leadership crisis. The statement has drawn global attention and criticism for interfering in another country's internal matters. US President Donald Trump has claimed that India reduced its Russian oil imports to keep the United States satisfied. He praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi and said India understands global trade well. After the Ukraine war began, India became the largest buyer of Russian oil. This had earlier led the US to impose a 25% tariff on Indian goods. Trump's statement suggests a shift in energy trade talks, though India has said its decisions are based on national interest. China and North Korea have strongly opposed the arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife by the United States. China demanded their immediate release, calling the action wrong and illegal. North Korea described it as American bullying. Reports say the US military detained the Maduro couple during an operation on January 2nd. They are expected to face trial in the US on drug and weapons charges. The incident has increased global political tension. Indian stock markets showed mixed trend today. The Nifty index touched a new record high and reached the level of 26,358 during early trading. However, the Sensex was trading about 50 points lower at around 85,750. Pressure was seen mainly in IT and banking stocks, which slipped due to profit booking and weak global cues. Major IT companies face selling as investors remain cautious about global demand outlook. Banking shares also traded in red, dragging the Sensex down. Market experts say overall sentiment remains positive, but selective selling is visible at higher levels. England star batter Joe Root scored his 41st Test century during the Sydney Test of the Ashes series. With this 100 route sequel, former Australian captain Ricky Ponting on the list of the most Test centuries. Now only Sachin Tendulkar and Jack Callis are ahead of him. Root played a calm and disciplined innings under pressure and was the backbone of England's batting. Despite his century, England were bowled out for 384 runs in their first innings. The Australian bowlers struck at regular intervals but Root's knocked help England post a competitive total on the board. Madhya Pradesh witnessed the densest fog of the season today, badly affecting normal life across the state. Due to extremely low visibility, schools were closed in 19 districts as safety measure. Road and rail traffic also moved slowly in many areas. Meanwhile, in Uttar Pradesh, thick fog led to a major road accident in Agra and Muzaffarnagar district. At least 9 vehicles collided with each other on highway due to poor visibility. 5 people lost their life in the crashes while several others were injured. Police and rescue teams reached the spot and shifted the injured to nearby hospitals. Authorities have advised people to avoid unnecessary travel during early morning hours. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.